Coming up to 2:30 in the morning, and we'll be supporting both of these teams on their quest towards the semi-finals here. So, second map, Astralis will be starting the CT side. It's an outside push, though, coming in courtesy of ENCE. They've got a P250 for Diha. He'll be the man, and he currently sat at T-Red. It's going to be Blame to try and defend as he repositions. And just a smoke towards main, he's avoided that. He'll be fighting for credit card.
Well, he's going to peek into all of them. Good headshot onto Snappy, but yeah, he knew what was coming. He knew before they even throw the smoke. It looked like he was just repositioning right away before it landed. That's interesting. 4 versus 5, and BlameF is feeling a little bit anxious. You could see he's battling at two fronts. There's one, and it's too much. He will go down. Nerds with the kill, and a 4 versus 4 to ensue. So maybe a bit of a recovery here, even though ENCE, they played the first part of their hand already. They're out in the yard, and now they're kind of just locked down out here. Where do you go from this position?
Yeah, that's a good question. They've got Diha down towards Secret, but they are losing manpower now. A lovely shot from Altex is presented. They will control the man advantage for now. 50 seconds remaining. They've got to work things out. In terms of CT presence, no players down on the lower bomb site. So that's the place to go. And they're starting to edge their way towards that position now. Diha and towards the vents. Nerds still outside, trying to hold off these rotations and show a bit of presence here before they commit. Remember, the bomb's on the back of Madden, and we'll see Nerds go and join his comrades now.
There's nobody down here from the CT side, so either way, it'll be a bit of an interesting retake. Ooh, Glaive getting tickled as he's trying to make his way through. They're calling in Device. He's got the dualies charging forward, but Diha there to stop one. An important shot for Glaive, trying to hold on to the round, but it might be too late. They don't have a kit either, so they needed to get out of the vent here almost cleanly, and there's anything but at the moment. They absolutely got stopped real hard. Glaive, yeah, he's hoping to bait somebody in, but at this point, I don't think it'll make any difference. It's going to be all day before you can find the remaining players. They're playing hide and seek, and they're doing it really, really well. And Glaive, he's not committing to anything at the moment. Good shot, but again, without the kit, it will not make a difference here. He's hunting down Nerds, and the kill would have been fine, but he could not win the round. Good triple on Nerds, though, and a good round for ENCE.
Oh yes, it comes right down to the wire, but it looked pretty comfortable at the end there. The 2 versus 1, Glaive couldn't find any points of access. Nice work from BlameF to find that first kill, but as you mentioned, overwhelmed, and it looked like they had control of the situation up until the bomb went planted. We saw no CT rotations down towards lower whatsoever, and it comes back to haunt them. Madden and Nerds taking care of business, and we will see the force buy in response, a Device Mag 7. You don't see many of those these days. Normally it's the overall the auto shotgun with the Mag 7's out and about, and like I said, upper rushes are ENCE's bread and butter, and it is going horribly wrong to kick things off. The double making a triple kill for Astralis, and Snappy will find the first incision. So Anders, that's exactly what I'm talking about in these sort of rounds. Can they recover? I'm not so sure, but they do pull one back at least.
Well, they need to good tag onto Sampayas. He was the only one with any real health, and you are right. It's a rare sight with the Mag 7, but you know what? It has a long history on this particular map, so I like it. We're at the end of CSGO, but we're throwing it all the way back. Snacks and JW doing work on this particular map with that gun. So, you know, some names that maybe the new generation of viewers won't have seen. Oh dear, caught swapping out a rifle. As Buzz will take down some players. No problem. Snappy now 1 versus 3. And good shot onto the first one, but he's got to find a lot more. There's the kill onto Buzz. He has one of the players isolated, but it's a mid-air shot. Altex will get the job done with the scout. And again, the coach there behind Astralis is excited. Fist bumps and high fives for everybody. They're going to steal the round away, Henry.
Ah, man, I really don't like those upper rush calls. That's why I said it before this game, man.
You did say it.
Yeah, it's just like they do this so often, and it just, whenever I'm commentating them, never seems to work out. I appreciate they've got good results in this map, and the majority of the time it probably does. Whenever I'm on the mic, though, that's the call they always seem to make, and it always seems to backfire. Like when you're going against the SMGs, the pistols, like staying away from those tight choke points, in my opinion, is the way forward. But we'll see if they can bounce back. A wall of smokes to kick things off here in round number 3. 1-1 so far, and a lot of manpower utilized towards the outer area. One of them will be removed. That's Glaive finding Diha through the smoke, and Device needs to be careful here. Sure, he can get behind them, but he risks giving up the M4. All they need is rotation down towards lower, and this time they've got it. BlameF will be holding the CT steps, making sure they can't go toward the backtracks, and indeed the double doors.
I agree. Just find the information. If you're Device, you don't want to be risking anything. If you're BlameF, oh, it's a boost up. But yeah, that's going to be it. They know. Grenade down, and they do step on top of it. It will soften them up just a little bit. And Glaive is holding the other side. ENCE are so boxed in right now. Without a really strong entry headshot, and here comes the flank for Device. He was only careful for a minute. going to be good to take down Nerds, and they're so red, they know it as well. And they know that everything they do on here is going to be perfectly telegraphed. BlameF, that's a bit awkward. And a good shot from Madden as well.
Baited out there. That does present a bit of a problem here for Astralis. They still have the advantage and then some. That should lock in the round, no problem. But still, they just need to be careful here. They want to make sure this one's clean. They don't even really have to fight much harder. Altex maybe commits a bit too much, and I think all of them are now. This is the problem. They could have just been watching the bomb, and now they've thrown the round. This is actually a disaster. They've given it up. I was about to say, like, at this point, you need to hold the crossfires. No one needs to be proactive. If they would just play the AFK game, they probably would have won it, but as soon as one player goes down, they start pivoting, trying to trade, and now Device, he's got a freebie, but 1 versus 1, no kit, 11 points of health. At least Madden's super low as well. If he spots him towards the single door, no, what's just happened there?
I don't know.
What?
It looked like
Why would you give it to him?
I have no idea. You could have probably guessed that there wasn't going to be a kit in play as well, because they did win that last round with scraps, but
I'm gobsmacked.
Device is back. He's all the way back, Henry. Triple
didn't
on
have
this
to
one.
do anything for it though, Anders. It was an AFK kill essentially. When he comes at the ramp, they're not even aware it could be a possibility. And then you peek, you spotted him, and instead of playing the bomb, you just peek him on no HP, on 10 HP. You just give him an opportunity. There was no way he should have won that. Astralis threw that round in the bin. They didn't deserve to win it after the way they acted in the 4 versus 2, but they are given a lifeline, a miracle round. I can't believe it.
You'll take it. Don't know what's happening either. Oh man, we're gonna have to get James Banks on the mission to try and figure out what happened in that round. Interview one of these players and just ask about it. It's so weird.
God damn, that is goofy. That is strange. I just can't tell you why they would pick that and not play the bomb. Device to be tested once again, this time towards ramp. He nails the first shot, doesn't have to take much more. Oh, but he takes it, and it will be a double kill upon entry. That might be the round in itself. He'll peel off now, holding towards the window room, and they'll still be licking their wounds from that previous round. Like, that was a miracle they even converted a 2v4 into the 1 versus 1, and they give it up like that. Like, that's going to be a really sour memory if this one falls against them.
No, weirdly, Will, you're not wrong. 5 versus 3. They almost gave up that previous round, and they can't really afford to do it again. Oltex, good job at the back here. Molotov against him, so he's committed to the fight. And they will go down. Good AK shot coming up from some players. The Device still sneaking around in the back. He finds a third one. And now Snappy in a 1 versus 4. He's only going to get the 1 kill there. They'll take it with 3 members surviving. And the fact that Device has got the AWP, you know it's bad news. It was on Overpass as well. And it looks like it's going to be true on Nuke. He's an absolute god at this point in the game. The Twitch chat, Henry, they're accusing him of smurfing. In the
yeah, well, that could be happening at this point. I'm not sure. This is an unreal performance from Device. He's like just beneath godlike level right now. Like, he can't like put a wrong foot forward. Like, he's got the Midas touch, as we'll see a Deagle round here. Now, needing a bit of a miracle themselves, maybe they can pull this one off. We know they've got some deadly Deaglers on ENCE, especially Madden and D-Hart. Watch out for those guys. For now, though, holding towards the silo. That's an ambitious shot, to say the least, for Madden. And they are starting to lose manpower here. We are going to see a 5 versus 3 ensue. BlameF will get the information as to where some Pius resides. He's down to 30 points of health. Meanwhile, Nerds will be dropped as well. So after losing the pistol again, that's all the pistols going in favor of ENCE, by the way. 3 for 3. They'll find themselves 4-1 down here on the second map. And just to reiterate, if you're just joining us, maybe from North America, or just seeing the scoreline and wondering what's going on, yes, Astralis are on their feet. They are currently fighting for a slot in the semi-finals. Loser of this best of 3 will go to the quarters. You still make the playoffs. You just skip a stage if you win it. So it's a massive game in that respect. In terms of prize money and prestige, we are going to see Snappy be the last player to be removed, and that's a very clean round. All 5 players surviving means they get a nice injection of cash.
Outrageous what's happening here. I mean, again, Device at 10 and 2, and then the next player on the scoreboard behind him on the team is Glaive at 5, which is not to criticize everybody else. I should say that he is doing such an enormous amount of work. Yeah, ENCE quick to draw the timeouts. They want to find out how they can slow this down. And man, it's going to happen. I mean, they did this as well on Overpass, right? They burned through a lot of their timeouts early on just to keep things cool. And even that didn't really work. And now we're back to, you know, the thing that you brought up before we even really got into Nuke, about the A rushes, about that side of the game for ENCE. If they don't have more depth than that, if they don't have more to show up with than trying to do that, it's going to be a problem because already Astralis are in a position where they have the grenades. They actually have the utility that you would want to defend those kind of rushes with.
The thing is, those sort of upper rush calls, they're momentum based. That's when you're feeling like you're winning and you've got your opponent on the ropes financially. They might not have all the incendiaries to hold you off. So they haven't really even had a chance to present that. They've brought one into that second round. The anti-eco-anders, the anti-force I should say, that's when they just presented it, and it was a disaster. If anything, they'll be thinking, let's not do that again. That's how we throw rounds away. Sure, it can work, but when it goes wrong, it feels so bad. And that's going to feel worse. Nerds doesn't even see a player before getting dinked and removed from the round. Madden with the response here, but it's Glaive who spots him out and will just reposition, reconfigure, and potentially get a rifle here as well, considering they've taken down that early player. Outside smokes deployed later into the round. 1 minute 30 they go down. It's only Diha towards outside for now. He'll be joined by Snappy eventually by the looks of things here. But the Stinkies don't have to fight for this too heavily. They've already got the man advantage. Buzz is low, so he's been given the MP9, considering he doesn't really need the rifle at this stage. Just play for that one and done sort of style. And BlameF just suggesting they could be down towards lower. No rotation from the CT just yet, but it looks like they'll go through the vents.
Ooh, opening. Glaive going down. That's something to work with. Still a very even round here. Buzz playing up with the hut is a little bit scary, I think. It is a position that can get grenaded and Molotov both, but he's going to be fine, it seems like. They're leaning towards the ramp instead. Off angle being played in there. BlameF. He's got a little bit of backup nearby, but it's going to be a minute before anyone gets there. He might have to do it on his own. And oh, nice peek. That's not necessarily easy. That's a left-sided peek coming in from Snappy, and he's still able to beat BlameF to the punch. So good job. Madden goes down, and Device, he's pulled out the dualies. Is he mad? Has he lost his mind, Henry? 20 seconds. They're not checking. He's walking out. The smoke is up, but he can't see it now. He's back to the AWP. Quick flick to take down Sunpayas. He's ready for more. Drops Snappy as well. He's so on point, and he's too far away. Diha, is he going to be able to get there in time? Oh, running up into the control room. He has to go and check. He has to spot it out. And now he's just out fighting him. In the open, it's Device again with the clutch. Absolutely wild. He's 13-2 and destroying ENCE.
Stone cold killer. Device. He's not making a single mistake in this series so far. Another absolutely fantastic contribution here on Nuke. Another clutch in the bag. And he just holds his nerve. He was out of position towards the shadows. They run past him. They give him an opportunity. They give him an inch and he takes a mile every single time. And again, that 1 versus 1, you feel like Diha. He could have peeled off that one. The defuse wasn't there. This fight right here, he could have crouched and not given him the head. But he kept fighting Anders. He kept presenting the opportunity. And there it is. He snatches it away, and another clutch in favor of Device. 5-1 now, as we will see a plant come through. But this is looking woeful for ENCE. Every round they have the advantage. It seems to fall apart, courtesy of Device.
So ridiculous. How do you mentally recover from something like that? I just can't even imagine. They look dejected on the ENCE side. And they have nobody that is firing at the level that Device is right now. Not even close to it. He has got 13 kills and only 2 deaths. He is a one-man army at this point in time.
He can't keep getting away with this. It's too much. Every clutch, it looks like it's impossible. There's no chance. But he makes it work. He finds a way. And here comes the upper rush, I reckon, Anders. In Nerds goes. We talked about those vent dives. Not committing this time, though. So looking for that initial pick. Down he goes. So that's something. They have a bit of territorial control.
Yeah, but they're going to know.
Yeah, not many resources, the problem. They've got the smokes left. It's just, that's all they really have. No more Molotovs, a couple more flashes, and we'll have to see what they can make of it. Nice position here. On top of Credit Card this time, BlameF. Looks like he's almost certainly going to be picking up a kill here. Maybe even the double, lot of damage, and the follow-up grenade as well is going to sting. And they'll make their way down towards Secret.
Yeah, paying with a lot of health to try and get past. Buzz is down here and waiting. Nurse is on the other side, but yeah, they've really been slowed down behind this. And like you pointed out, they don't have many nades either on the T side. Now a double setup. How do you do this? If you jump wide, if you jump spot for the first one, you're going to get killed by Glaive instead. Oh, but walking in, they weren't ready. Glaive caught off guard, and now Buzz. A lot of people there. He's going to let them pass. He didn't really have any choice. Device, though, they still can't find an answer. They're running away in fear, Henry. They don't want to fight him.
They absolutely are. They're still in this round, but they're scrambling towards upper right now. It's the perfect call. This bomb site is open, so yeah, it's probably for the best. They avoid device here, but the retake is certainly on. He'll reload the AWP and make his way up towards the heavens here. He's playing like a god, so it is appropriate. Altex towards the ramp. It looks certain he's going to get this kill. Low HP on Snappy. Down he goes. And now they have twice the manpower. Cut down the size, though. Buzzard removed.
Some players outside. That means they know where one of the two players are. Madden's on his own, and they're just dropping down from the heavens. It's Blame to pick him up, and some players, I don't know how you can do. Oh, Molotov might actually get the job done. Oh no, it bounces back. Oh, he's failed the one mission that he had. He sets fire to himself and runs out.
Oh god, it's one of those games for ENCE right now. Everything's going wrong. Everything is falling apart. Every grenade thrown just seems to be a little bit off. And yeah, if he gets the Molotov down there, you never know. That's another 7 seconds. If he gets a kill in that time, maybe he pulls it off. But this was my favorite moment of the round there. As soon as they noticed device is down towards lower, the Benny Hill music started. They run straight up towards upper, and they didn't want to be anything to do with it. It was the right call, to be fair, jokes aside. But still, the round falls apart. Some pious Molotoving himself out of the round. 6-1 now. As we'll see some Pius try his luck towards the hut, but it's a solo play. And yeah, it's one of those upper rushes, Anders. We'll see if it works out for them.
Oh, T-House coming back into it, but a little bit of a spray down here from Buzz, a third to add to it. It was almost out of control, but Buzz has brought it back. And Snappy's in a 1 versus 2, and he's ready for a quad kill. If they give it to him right through the smoke, he's going to be so ready. Well done. A young player here, but he just saved Astralis 7-1 in their favor. No bomb plant. And you see, you did warn us, when you go for those rushes, right, because he got tagged by the grenade sometimes, he's just slowed down as he's trying to get out of the hut, and it's just the worst feeling in the world, isn't it? Like, you're not rushing the A-bomb site at that point in time, you're just you're stumbling onto it and dying.
Very unfortunate. That's 0 for 2 now on the upper rushes. So they definitely need a bit more tactical depth. They're outside execution. You see that Molotov the CTs are throwing? They shut down the outer smokes, but this could be possible. An opening frag. Glaive now needs multiple. As they scramble down towards lower, this is actually looking quite interesting. They can get this C4 planted. They've got the smoke to cross as well. Altex can't deny. Oh, the incendiary will hurt them. The bomb will be planted regardless, but it'll take Madden down, surely, down to 10 HP, so he gets away with it. But now, a very difficult hold. 4-4. They've got themselves a single AK, some Pius with 25 points of health. D-Howe with 0 as Glaive removes him from the equation. Good smoke down. Should be the defuse coming in right here, right now, to be honest with you. You can't really do anything about it. You have to get a clean kill through the smoke, hope for the best, and yeah, bomb's defused. Good try. Yeah. They'll at least take the plan. They've got 2 rifles taken from the round-anders, so not too bad. Snappy drops, but they can buy regardless.
Yeah, that's not bad in terms of getting the bomb plant down, but it's also one of the only strategies that we've seen out of ENCE, right? It's you warned us beforehand. It's either the A-rush or the vent drop, and neither one's really been working to actually win rounds. Sure, they get the bomb plant, but we need to see something more out of them. And typically, right, they had at least one round where they get the smoke wall down and they actually managed to go downstairs. That's good. Like, you want to see them try and repeat that. Get a couple of people down there, but they don't have the full solution yet, especially not with devices still just roaming the map, murdering everyone that he comes across.
Well, every time they throw that wall of smokes, Blame F throws the counter molly, so there's a huge gap. So the smokes are nullified every single time. He's timed it to perfection every time they've tried it so far. So, yeah, they're running out of ideas here. Like, the upper rushes, like, jokes aside, the upper rushes can work, of course, but when they don't, you start feeling like, well, that's our bread and butter. That's how we normally catch these teams off guards. No one else plays it like this. But if I'm aware of it, Astralis are very aware of it, and they seem to be shutting it down each and every time. They get into round number 10 here, and they've only won the pistol landers. That's it. They've given up 8 in a row since then. We'll go for a squeaky door play. Nerds will be Molotoved into an awkward position, but hasn't taken any damage just yet. Device in towards the hut. Proactive play. Buzz somehow down to 12 points of health early on. He'll be going down early, and that could be the cue for...
Naded.
He must have done, yeah.
Device left running away. I wonder if they're going to be able to guess what that was on the other side. Certainly heard the footsteps there. Glaive sneaking out, but he's surely dead. Dihad's right here, but he peeks away. He did get dinked. If that had been anything else, he would have been dead. Sampayas takes the kill on Altex, and he was sneaky secret. He wanted to help out Glaive there. Not able to. Device is going to get caught for once, and this is meant to be for ENCE finally able to find the second round here. And it's about damn time. If they want any shot at bringing us to the third map, then they need to go on a massive win streak. And let's actually look at the money on Astralis. It's not that great. That's maybe something to really think about here.
Yeah, it's a good
900 on
point.
Glaive. Everyone else is going to be okay, but Glaive will suffer a little bit.
If Blame saves the gun at least, they should be okay. He's got $6,000. He'll get 1,400 on top of that. So not all is lost, but finally a clean round here. Finding that opening pick and then dismantling the defense one by one. So just what they needed. Yeah, it's a lot more where that came from on their home map. You would expect this game to be a lot closer. Plenty of time. If they win the next one and then break the economy, a slight comeback can be on the cards here. So Blame for now holding towards the ramp. Money is actually pretty good on the T side as well. 5,600 from Madden. They've been saving weapons themselves, but they're not going to be finding Blame. So that's going to be the second round. The second they've posted since the pistol. Doesn't feel great, but they'll take it all day long, especially with 5 players surviving there. And there we have it. Blame will survive.
You know what I do appreciate? As that round is being won, you've got people in the chat that are spamming easy for ENCE. You don't just immediately back on the train. That's good, you know.
Yeah, the hype train's here.
Yeah, if you're a supporter, you know, that's what you got to do, right? Even if, you know, you're not in an arena shouting, like, still, you got to give it your best, right? We got Twitch chat. It's kind of our arena here on the B stream. So yeah, keep it coming, guys. You got to cheer them back on. I doubt if they're reading the Twitch chat, but I am. So you keep it going. 8-2 is the scoreline, Henry. We're in the 11th round, and already we've lost all text. The Sun Payas picking up the kill, and that's a wallbang shot as well. How does that even happen?
Yeah, it was towards ramp. I assume he's just holding the aggressive angle with the rifle and just got completely wallbanged there. So, it would have been just through the edge, and that's a nice opening pick. Sun Payas hasn't been the most impressive series. Not a bad one, but we just put so much weight behind his skill. He's expecting to be popping off. Speaking of which, Glaive with an opportunity here up against D-Har. Very talented rifler, and they'll be exchanging utility, and Glaive will give in. He'll fall back towards Secret, allow them to control outside, but it's towards the squeaky door. The majority of ENCE remain. They'll be making their way out, and a great shot from Nuke. That's surely the upper bomb site under scrutiny here. Round over. Great stuff.
Glaive just ran into D outside, decided to go back and just popped up the vent to get his head blown off. So, yeah, this is a different change of pace. I appreciate it. ENCE finding a little bit of a victory here. And Device, rare shot being missed from him. D able to crouch on through. And now it's Blamef. 1 versus 5. He covered calm in the round, but even saving a little bit here, because that's going to be the next problem for Astralis. And in a weird twist, ENCE already proved how this works on Overpass, right? Even if you have a lead, if you have no money to sustain that lead with, it can change pretty quickly, right? If ENCE come back and get, 6-7 rounds in this first half, they're going to be in such a weird position anyway. Even if Astralis will feel like, yeah, we started off really hot, it will still feel like at the end of it, like, man, we let go. We could have had way more. They're right back into it and they can win the map. So for Astralis, you got to hold on right now. If they have the money for it, they need to start winning rounds again once they can pick that up.
Absolutely true. They'll be down to the pistols here. The comeback begins for ENCE. It's been a really rough second map for them, but alive and kicking for now. D-Hab showing some strength for the rifles. He'll be making his way down towards Secret, uncontested. They've gone for a bit of a stack towards the garage. 3 players there on the CT side, but should be absolutely fine here. Going to take something disastrous to come forth, but it looks like they've got everything covered. Glaive just with the USB here towards main. His days are numbered. They are going to look past him, but regardless, didn't have the firepower to really capitalize. And it will be a 5 versus 2 now.
Yeah, no disasters anywhere near Devices with the Deagle, but they're not really challenging all that much. Yeah, if I was ENCE, I'd probably try and just keep your eye on the mission ahead. Ooh, good shot, but Snappy with an even better one in return. Voltex out here, gonna get a couple of pops. A little bit of a chance to maybe find the kill, but ultimately not quite gonna be good enough. So, ENCE climbing their way back. How many rounds, Henry, before you start to believe in the comeback here for ENCE?
Even 5 would be fine, to be honest with you. Like, it's not ideal, but on your own map pick, sure, you want the pistol, but then it went quite turbulent at stages. So 5 would be fine. 6 would be ideal. That was what we're saying, like, considering the context of this first half. If they bring it back to 6 rounds, considering they were 8-1 down, that would be totally serviceable. You'd be feeling good about it. You'd be like, well done, boys. You managed to stabilize there and avert the crisis. But we are going to see this outside play come through. Device is ready and waiting. He's got the orb this time, and he gets the first kill. But Sun Payas responding in kind, and surely he goes down in Device, dodging and weaving the bullets. Sun Payas can't find him, and still with the gap, Device remains looking for that second kill. And God, it's looking very dangerous for him, but does start to peel off. hoping he can find the next one making their way towards Secret.
I can't believe he lived through that. I've thought for sure some players are going to be able to get him. Device out here. Oh, and he's good for a D. Actually stopped, and they must be so frustrated. They must have felt like he surely would have fallen back. Buzz down here. Oh, and shot. That will do it. Headshot to take down Buzz, and a 3-on-3. They know the Device is out there. They can't make the ramp just yet, but they're out in the open. Madden the one to hit the headshot, and Device, he doesn't have the health. This Molotov could burn him and kill him right away. He's pushing through anyway, and Madden will drop him. Now it's on Glaive, 1 versus 3, and I don't think he can even get here. He would have needed the rest of them to do something.
Yeah, it was looking quite exciting there for a moment. Nerds will close things out, and there is the 5th round, so that's amazing for ENCE. Mental fortitude being displayed here. It's been a rough first half, but stabilizing. Actually looking quite good now. Good understanding of how to win these rounds. Really pouncing on the lower bomb side as well. It seems to be the most vulnerable area for Astralis. Once you get the outside control, if you get on lower quickly, the rotations are a little bit slower than usual, and they're coming in from the ramp as well. And Madden, very aware of it. There was Sun Pius as well, who hit some absolute bangers. Snappy's brought out the P90 Anders. I haven't seen one of those in years in professional play. We'll see if it works out for him. Cost you $2,300. Let's hope it works out as it be forced into fourth round. Oh no! No! What just happened, Anders? A quad kill with the Desert Eagle. It's the ramp rush this time. I can't believe they've given it to him once again. The rushes have not worked out a single time for ENCE, and yet they keep on going.
Oh my god, Henry, that's why you don't see the P90. It's absolutely punished. All Tex has lost his damn mind. That is so disgusting. Oh my god.
The P90 rush. A tactic that will never be displayed again at a high-level event. Stop rushing, ENCE. It's not working for you. Upper rushes, ramp rushes, the tightest choke point. When they've got pistols, that's when they'll thrive. You do not want to be doing that. Oh, I'm glad I mentioned it before we came into this game, because every time they've tried it now, it collapses. It all falls apart. That is going to be a gutting feeling for ENCE.
That is so insane. Oh, no. Just running straight into the deal. You know, he could have had the last kill as well. That could have been one of the most insane deagle aces of all time if he would have hit that last shot. It is so close to happening. He had the opportunity, he had the chance for it, but either way, my god. Devastating for ENCE. Now, they did get to the 5 rounds where you sort of said already at 5, like maybe there's someone still to play for, but that's got to be so heartbreaking knowing that you could have probably been at 6 or maybe even 7. He absolutely put them in the dumpster, didn't he?
Yeah, they've got to stop this. They've got to stop this in their overall playbook. I'm not a fan. Surely they're not after this either. Either way, it's the final round of the first half. An absolute banger of a round there from the young man, Altex. He takes himself to 10 frags. It was a pretty quiet performance until that moment. And that was an absolute showstopper. Device looks poised for a kill. Oh no, Nuts had no idea. A little bit clumsy. They had no control of the ramp room, and Device punishes them for it. Great opening pick. Can they convert the advantage?
Well, Glaive's got tanked up a tiny bit, and he might walk into it if he's not careful. Madden's right here and waiting. Yeah, that's a good kill. Bring it back into a 4-on-3. Buzz in the rafters. Uncomfortable position if you lose track of Mini, but as long as Blameif is here, I think Buzz will be alright sticking around. Snappy's thinking about moving forward. He's not checking it at all, and he's a free kill with the bomb down. Look at that little LED on the ground. He's going to know. Blameif will be able to call it in. There's Buzz with the 1, but he can't follow it up, and that's why that position is so uncomfortable. Now it's on Device, and if anyone on this team could clutch it, it would surely be him. 19 kills right now as he's walking through Mini. Deagle's out. They don't know where he is yet, so the element of surprise is on his side. There's a kid in the back as well. He's got a Molotov, but he has to find the first player in. Well, he's not sure. He has the Molotov, but yeah, he's thinking about it now. Wallbang shot at the side, and instead it's Madden to take him down. No clutch allowed. 9-6 at the end, and this is still an open game. Anything can still happen in the second half. We'll be right back with it after this.
start moving. If you're worried about me, no, I'll make it back home to you. Don't forget me when I'm gone, 'cause right now I just got to be free. I can turn back now and leave this all behind. I don't know if I'll ever make it out alive. I can turn back now and leave this all behind. I don't know if I'll ever get out alive. And if you wait, I could take you far away. There's no escape from this place. From this place.
Giddy up, partners. We are back. The second half of the second map. Astralis lead 9-6 after we just witnessed either one of the best or one of the worst rounds of the tournament so far. I can't really work it out, Anders, but Altex, he was responsible for the devastation of ENCE towards the ramp room. But ENCE, like we said, they got the 6 rounds. Not all is lost. They can certainly still win this one. And towards ramp we go once again. Snappy to defend this time. He'll spot one and just be dropping off.
Yeah, in truth, this could have been so much worse for ENCE. There's no question about it. They got the economy away from Astralis, and they got 6 rounds, so there's still something to fight for here. 4 versus 5. As they lose Glaive at the start of the round, they've decided to move around, but Madden is hearing this. He knows what's coming right up the ladder with the bomb leading first, and they've lost it. They're running out of bullets, though, and Device will get the kill back. It's not over yet. Blamef is lurking around here. They need him to get a kill out here to just draw attention away from the heaven. Maybe that could happen. Device is spotting them out. He's calling it in. All right, he's found 2 of them down to the floor of the bomb site.
But they are retreating. They've actually taken control of lobby instead, which is a nice move. You can feel you're uncomfortable towards upper. You're being surrounded. Let them have upper. You've got the man advantage here, and they're not committing. They're not comfortable. So Device will go explore their options elsewhere. They go towards ramp and hopefully down towards lower. But we've got Snappy. I believe he's behind the generator, yes. So we'll see him. This in a defensive position. Doesn't want to play too aggressively for it. Gets 1 kill. Cool for the rotations. And it should be a job done if he finds at least 1.
Yeah, it should be. There's a little bit of a chance. The bomb is on the ground once again. We're down to 25 seconds with just Buzz and Blamef left. And it's not going to be for long either. Buzz jumping down. It's a pretty good headshot. Trying to get the bomb planted, but they're double teaming him. And they will run him over. So nicely done. ENCE with a critical pistol round here. Again, they're fighting for a 3rd map. And I think winning that is a big step in the right direction. Although, so far in the series, they have lost a lot of the second round. So that can't really happen again, right? They have to hold on to this round where they're going to be advantaged pretty heavily.
Yeah, they've won every single pistol in this series so far now. So, need to start capitalizing upon it. No bomb was planted. We are going to see the eco coming in. So Astralis at least will be giving this one up. So the problem is that they've got 3 SMGs and a scout on the CT side. They haven't prepared for AKs on the 3rd. So that's something to talk about going forward. Won't affect this round, of course. Should be a walk in the park. But we'll see how they fare. If Astralis can even find 1, maybe 2 kills, that would be a victory in its own right. And if they got the bomb down, that would be an amazing success.
Yeah, well, chance with the deagle there. Glaive has been found elsewhere on the map towards the ramp room where I think Snappy's still even just pushing forward. So they're kind of being funneled outside into the scope of that scout. 1 missed opportunity, and there's a clean shot from Buzz. He's going to continue and take down Madden. All right, Henry, you're getting what you wanted here. D-Hus out fighting. Buzz trying to see if he can get a 3rd one, but it's not going to happen. It will be Device instead, and we're in a 2-1-2. That ENCE should definitely win, but so far, so good.
So far, so good. But they've already found their quota of a couple of kills. 3 in total here. Blamef, seeing if you can find 1 more. That would be... Oh my god, he's actually got a chance. No, that's actually moving in towards main. I thought Nuts was about to peak. But yeah, a chance to grab the bomb. Could go lower. I doubt it'll work out in his favor. It looks like he's about to be found out. any second now, Nerds. And indeed, Snappy defending from CT spawn. But yeah, that's a hollow victory of a round. Like, you know the AKs are coming out next. You felt they didn't have any armor or helmets there. It was a pretty much full eco. You've lost 3 players. So yeah, they'll be on the back foot here, and they know it. Here's what happened in the pistol. We did say Snappy just needed 1 down there to secure the round, but Buzz, those beautiful Deagle headshots continue to be delivered by these deadly Danes. And 3 in total. That hurts, because here comes the cavalry. AKs across the board. They have got an AWP for Sumpire, so that's good. But the 2 SMGs stick out like a sore thumb here. Altex heads towards ramp, and here comes the AWP as well, looking for the first frag, and he's nailed it. Great shot from Sumpires. Yeah,
that was clean. And his device that he took down, which obviously is going to be huge. Well, look at the money on Nuts. I mean, he could have afforded something else, Henry. He's just deciding to go for it. He's happy with it. And it's not the first time that I've seen it. MP7 of his is just something that he really loves. 5 versus 3 as Buzz also went down. So in spite of having a lot of casualties in the previous round, only sort of barely making it out in that 2-on-2, they're going to be able to hopefully build up a bit more money. They got Snappy boosted up in the corner. You're not expecting that when the first thing you ran into was the AWP. So Altex creeping on through. He's going to go down, and the trade is there, but it probably is too late here. Sunfierce put under a little bit of pressure. He's going to be safe with the AWP for now.
Yeah, doesn't have to overcommit to this one. Deny the plant. Madden can put his life on the line here as long as he gets the 1 frag and makes things uncomfortable. That's job done. It looks like he's almost certainly going to do that. Gets the key one as well. Bomb goes down. That's all he had to do, and the round will be over. Great round there from ENCE. 9-9. They're in the driving seat now. Their map pick on the CT side. Won both pistols and got the clean conversion there. That's going to be 4th stage loss bonus after this round. So it's Astralis now will have a half buy into this one and then have the AKs once again. So they can win these rounds, of course. It will take a set piece. We'll see what they've got. So yeah, tech lines across the board. A few smokes. So maybe a wall of smokes at the start. See if that works out for them. They've already deployed one of them.
Yeah, but
by main entrance.
Curious that there's not going to be at least a second one. Could put a little bit of pressure on, perhaps. A little bit of doubt in the mind of someone who's playing in that mini position. Instead, it looks like they're going to be testing the ramp room. Snappy's here.
Got a flash.
Has to be really good. HE to slow them down. He's flashed, sure, but nobody can really catch him. So what does it matter? He's just going to escape. Blows out the window just to make sure that they're not 100% ready where he is. You're going to boost up device. Interesting boost that we don't see very often. I guess if somebody later in the round walks through here, you might be able to get it, but otherwise, they still have all of the work ahead of them here on the Astralis side. Yeah, device is 30 HP and a Glock. Might as well just stick him up there. Maybe he gets 1. Snappy needs at least 1 here, and if he gets nothing, it's a problem. He's done a lot of damage. There's the frag. He'll probably get dropped after this. Does very well. Oh my god, does he ever. He manages to shut it all down, so no problem at all. And device with no bomb. No chance, no hope. As we see a 5 versus 1 ensue, and it's Snappy who plays ramp perfectly there. That's what you want to do. Hunt for the information. When you get pushed off, defensive position, keep falling back, and wait till they finally commit. And manages to get all 3, which was much more than was what was expected. So well played to him. And we get into the next gun round here. Yeah, that could have got out of control, but yeah, very well done at the end for Snappy. You have to respect it here. And I think even if he dies, obviously at that point in time, backup is going to be there for him, so not too bad. They don't give anything up. Now they have a 1-round lead, 10-9. And Device is still so far ahead. Blamef is at 5 kills. Altex is at 10. He obviously had that insane Deagle round, but Blamef is the one that's really lacking at the moment. And I think we even talked about it a little bit on Overpass, how there are some Blamef games where it's just really impressive, and there are some where he really goes missing, and they can't afford that right now. They need him back. Setting up for the wall. Device hasn't seen anyone. Ooh, this is going to be a very, very deep smoke, presumably towards that hell position. Sunpayas set up here, ready with the AWP. Missed opportunity, one of them, but he's sticking around for another one. Flash is going to go right under the box, and easy shot on the Altex, and he's actually committing to it. That's a little bit scary. Snappy's gone down on the other side, and a minute on the clock now. Oh, Device. You wouldn't, would you? Oh, he would. That's a brave pick, to say the very least. He comes out on top, and they are pincering towards the upper bomb site here. Really nice call on the fly here from Glaive.
exploiting the vulnerabilities here. You can see they've got too much to manage. Trying to watch Hut, Squeaky Door, and surely Madden goes down here. Yeah, this is looking beautiful. Bomb will be dropped by Nerd, sure. Some Pious chiming in, but they know exactly where this last player is, and Blame F will pick up the pieces there. Really, really nice round there in general. Device taking matters into his own hands. He could feel it falling apart. If he gets that kill towards Garage, they win the round, and he delivers on all fronts. So we tie things up. 3 players survive for Astralis there. Lovely little play there towards the ramp after losing the bomb in a key position as well. Upon entry, Senpais had their number, but they made the correct call. Knowing the AWP being pushed down towards lower, avoid that danger. Pins in towards the heaven position and capitalize upon the advantage. Well played to Astralis, but still a lot more work to do. If they lose this round, the money's broken again. Galil for Glaive, and maybe they'll be picking up the pace here. We're going to see Blame F out towards the vents already.
Oh
no, hello?
His knife is out. It's going to be nuts to find him. Oh my god, blocking each other inside of the smoke. It takes a while before you start to realize, why am I not moving the way that I want to? And Nerds, he's on the other side of the door, I think. Voltex could be dead too when the smoke fades. He's not at all ready. There's nothing in his mind that was telling him that he was about to die. Glaive is going to be the next one to go. And this is just falling apart here. Astralis, I mean, that last round was good. I was going to ask you in the last round if it would be fair to say that we didn't really see that kind of mid or late round calling from ENCE on their T side. The wrap around through heaven and hell to actually pinch to the A bomb side. It was really sick, but I guess it doesn't matter now because they're going to be out of money instantly.
Yep, it's a really good point. After such a victorious round in the previous side, this is a bit of a damn squib. As we'll see them enter the 5-on-2. Now, it's a chance with Device alive here, 24 kills. He posted 30 on Overpass. So he is looking sensational right now in terms of individual form. But this one's a very tall order. If they can somehow kill Snappy, he's the only player down towards lower. Needs a bit of backup if you ask me. But they get a clean kill on a plant, you never know. The Device AWP might be enough. But those windows being shot out, they'll be at least aware. The Molotov to buy them 7 seconds to try and flush Snappy out. Some Pies coming in from ramp. So still almost no chance, but we'll see what they can make of it.
Yeah, Buzz is going to be falling now. It's just Device looking to save the AWP if he can with about 10 seconds on the clock. They are well aware of where he is. They don't have a strong incentive. I mean, getting the AWP is great, but they don't have a lot of money. Oh, this doesn't matter. Snappy's going to find him. Okay. Interesting stuff. Device is out. He did die before the time ran out, so I guess that's a little bit of mercy almost for Snappy to actually do that. This is... Oh, wow. From Nerd's point of view, you can see everything. Blame F definitely couldn't.
Yep, good point. And then he gets in the smoke as well towards Squeaky to punish Buzz. We're seeing that play more and more often. And like you said, it's normally on the left side. They will reside in the smoke. This time on the right. He just didn't see that coming whatsoever. So well played to Nerds. Excellent round from him. 11-10. Money in the bin once more. You like partial buy territory here, Anders. You're going to get $3,400 per player into the next round. So you can go down to 2K with maybe a P250, some Kevlar. Some of them barely that. So that's what we're talking about right here in the timeout. The chance to work out what would be the most effective way to operate here. So there it is. Tech 9s, Kevlar. Maybe a smoke or two. Like with no utility, I'm expecting something quite fast here. Maybe just nading off the door and smoking main. Rushing in towards Apple. We'll see what they've got in mind.
Personally, I'm a huge fan of the quick mini rushes you can do if you jump up on the silo and just make your way outside. But it seems like we're not going to be visiting that right now. Setting up instead for some speed, and the smoke is up. They want to push right through Snappy. He's aware of what's coming, and he's handling things just fine. A triple on that one. Buzz even going down to half health. That's everything you could have wanted. He read the situation very, very well and decided to just fight to the death, which in that moment is probably the right move.
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to bully Snappy in towards that ramp room, seeing he's the in-game leader and objectively probably the lowest skilled player, but he is rising to the occasion every time. He is actually bullying them, Anders. He's the one taking control, finding the multiple frags, saving the day, whether it's towards ramp or lower. So yeah, well played to Snappy. Like, he's going above and beyond once again, as I think he was top fragging on Overpass as well. So he's having a great day in the office here. As we'll see, Nerds go through the motions here. Should be a pretty clinical finish. Blamer will take him. This was the partial buy, but let's see if he can get his greasy mids on the M4. Not going to happen. And pretty clean round, all things considered. Against a team like Astralis, 5 Tech 9s and armor is a pretty difficult round as they extend the lead 12-10 now. Looks like they've done enough. It feels like this is where we'll be having the discussion of the third map, which is Mirage. But, and bear in mind, won both pistols on both maps so far. So you'd expect him to at least pick one of these up. As for now, we have got a full buy. Device still in the AWP, AKs across the board otherwise, and some Pious. 18 kills to his name. He's been pretty active. He's been towards ramp. He's had up rounds in towards upper as well, as they try and defend the upper rush, the potential upper rush. But
Yeah,
that takes a little bit of damage.
He's found a lot more to do, which is kind of nice. I mean, we were missing him sorely on Overpass. He never really showed up for that map, but on this second one, it is a bit of a different look. Device sneaking around. Feels like if Astralis want the comeback, it's just going to have to be Device that does it. Nobody else is really able to match up to it. And Diha goes for a wide swing for the peek against the red container. And Device, he's not going to miss the opportunity. He's not missed many shots at all in the series so far, so we'll see if anybody wants to challenge him. Sampayas is all the way back there. It's not necessarily a bad position. He just gets jiggled out. That is really, really well played. But through the flames, they want to try and see if they can put some pressure on Madden. And he's going to be good for the double. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Great movement from Madden there as well. Snappy continues this amazingly strong form down towards ramp and lower. And Device has had enough. He wants to try and challenge him one-on-one. He grabs a bomb, but I think Snappy's got his number. Wow, a couple of kills. Astralis back online here. They know Sampayas was towards heaven as well, so they can actually justify rushing down towards lower. Sampayas will change to the AK-47. Bomb goes down. I think this one's over. He might know it as well. So picks up the AWP, knowing that he has no real chance in whatsoever. So that was actually looking pretty promising at one stage for ENCE, but 2 kills out of nowhere for Blame F. And of course Device, and Device finding 2 in the round. That's going to be them back into proceedings after a flurry of rounds going against them.
But it still is really on him almost every time, right? He's the one that finds the opening, and he does also win that battle down below. A tough position to win that fight in, but he did. 12 to 11. And again, looking at the money for ENCE, it's similar to position as it was on Overpass. They're in that weird spot where the wrong round being lost at the wrong time, and this one could be one of them, and it could send them into a spiral.
Could do. Really nice round from Madden as well. Wasn't quite enough. I love the movement. You can see they had no idea he'd stay on the left-hand side. Very smart play. Snappy thought he did enough, but wasn't meant to be. 12-11. And I was going to say, they don't have to force into this one, Anders, but they do have enough with the saved AWP as well. It's just a couple of MP9s. It's still a pretty serviceable buy. It's just going to put them in difficult waters if they do give this one up, but we'll see how it pans out for them. It is going to be Madden towards upper with the MP9, of course. And a pretty default round so far. No smokes expended just yet on the T side. We've got Buzz up on the silo.
I don't actually mind this at all for ENCE. I think this force-up is warranted because Astralis don't have a lot of money either.
Yeah,
and they're pretty close to the finishing line, right?
Yeah. If they win this, it's pretty much GG. They find this round, they've done enough yet.
Yeah, I would assume so as well. Ooh, Molotov on top of 2 of them. I think they wanted to boost up to get one of them up on the rafters. Instead, they're going to be smoking it off to try and stop themselves from burning. It's Blame F to find the opening on Diha, and they're out on the floor of the bomb site. Now, they're not going to expect a double setup here. This is actually a little bit tricky. Nerds will get one of the kills, but when they find Nerds, will they know that the MP9 is there as well? Glaive is one, and oh, they do. The smoke fades. I think if the smoke would have stayed for another 5 seconds, it's possible that MP9 could have absolutely wrecked Astralis, but you know what? This is really well played. Buzz with the double, and obviously Blame F on the entry, and Sampayas, he cannot get put into action. He needed more space up there.
So Nerd's getting that 1 kill with the M4 because he's using the silenced M4 as well. They didn't actually have the information as to where he got the frag. I thought there was a real chance there. Those 2 players are about to light them the hell up.
That's it. It's obviously there are some famous positions on various maps where you can do those double mind games. I mean, I guess at the back of Dark on the B bomb side of Inferno, right?
Yeah.
But on the top of Hot, I've never seen that play out that way before. I wonder if anyone's actually theory crafted that, because that's a really, really fun way to play. I love those kind of plays, but didn't really work out this time. And I guess that's part of the reason for it is if the smoke is a little bit too early, then, you know, it fades too soon and they just realize anyway. But still, good round for Astralis. And this is a force-up right for ENCE, so now it's really coming back to haunt them a tiny bit. Was that the last bullet for Buzz? I think it was.
It's still fine, though. Like we said, if they win it, they actually take the map and take us to a third. If they lose it, they're still on the CT side in their map pick. Sure, they'll take an eco, but it's not a foregone conclusion. We've got some Pirates on the AWP. That is enough. He's one of those snipers that if he has a AWP and he knows his mission, he can make this one happen. He can get a couple of picks for you. He can give you the advantage. Maybe you recover some weapons, and that's exactly what he's doing now. He's being proactive. He knows he has to play on the front foot here. Smoke down. He's going to go towards secret by the looks of things.
Oh,
He suggests he's going down.
yeah, he's faking it out, isn't he? Interesting way to try and use that. They're all going in through it. They're going to find the opening on Nerds. The AWP is there for some players. Now, how much work can he get done? He might actually get hunted down. He should definitely be dead. Look at how they're jiggling out that shot. They're just baiting him into it. Snappy is the only one left. The AWP is gone, and Astralis are back on top. It's going to be 13-12. Oh, ENCE. They're so close to winning this map. But it might still all be for nothing.
Well, that was the eco at least. Some Pius unable to find the multiple frags. Very well played by Blame. As soon as they bait out the shot, everyone pounces. They maul him. Great play. And you're right, 13-12, timeout. Last one for ENCE here. As they look down the barrel of losing this series. Winner goes to the semi-finals, loser to the quarters. So he still made playoffs.
Yes.
But what a feeling it is
point.
just to skip an entire round, you know? Like, of course you'd be gutted if you know, like, well, that set us back an entire best of 3.
I think Device was 30-10 at the end of Overpass,
he
and
was.
he's heading in that direction. 27 kills right now. Yeah, I mean, it's so ridiculous. How do you do that? How do you come back and play this level? You know, something that I think is worth thinking about is it's not just that in the time that he was gone that his own skill probably declined, or it should have declined and it should have been harder. It's that everyone else got so much better, right? Like, Counter-Strike isn't just standing still. Everyone in the game is way better than they were 2 or 3 years ago. So I don't know how he's doing this.
Well, I think everyone just went nuts during that COVID era, right? Like, everyone had nowhere to go. Everyone was just playing Counter-Strike and all these young guns that had more resources, more time to play. And yeah, I feel like the skill went up in that period. But still, here we go. First kill for Glaive, and what a kill it is. Some Pius removed early on, 5-on-4.
Yeah, he got stopped trying to be sneaky and quick down secret. Not exactly ideal, and without the AWP, which is a significant disadvantage. That's why he's done so much work. Snappy caught reloading. That's a good read. Blamef realized, yeah, he's probably going to be falling back, and now he's hunting him. And Blamef, you know, he's stuck at 4 or 5 kills earlier, but now he's up to 12. He's getting the entries that they need, and now just pushing forward, finding the map control as well. This round is practically already won.
Yeah, you're throwing if you even go for this round, so they need to fall back. Really nice stuff again. Opening kill from Glaive, a 5-on-4 the start on the T side of Nuke obviously helps out a boatload. But that shot from Blamef, the fact he even converts that towards Snappy, I thought he was almost certainly going to go down, is beautiful. And then he gets the information on Nuts as well. So that as soon as he spotted Nuts, they've smoked off single door. They know where the prong of attack's coming from, and it's shut down. So it's going to be 3 players here surviving. Well, I say surviving, they might be hunted down here when the bomb goes off. There's lots of cash on the Astralis side. They can certainly go for a sniff around the map and see what's available. We've got Diha residing in the heavens. How has he not got that kill? He'll go down for it.
Oh, no.
And there's a double kill found, so the last player will be Nuts. He'll find the AWP, but at what cost? Because now they know exactly where he is. He's dead for sure.
Yeah, they're going to be coming. There's no reason for them not to fight him. They pointed out they have so much money. Every single rifle on the side of ENCE is wiped out. This is a massive step in the right direction for Astralis to take this in a 2-0 fashion. Yeah.
The way Device is reacting, I think he got a really like bullshit kill with the Tech 9. I hope you get to see the replay, because it looked like he was just, yeah, there was that one, I guess. He just ran in. Yep. So there it is. Good stuff in Device. And yeah, looking for series points. Oh, the chips are down, and everything's on the line, and yeah, they can only enter the round with pistols. Madden actually fumbles the fall from heaven as well and takes some crater damage. So it'll take a magnificent sequence of deagle shots here. And very confident and poised from Device. He takes a lot of territory at the start. Molotov down to stop any probing CTs. There's one coming. It's Nuts. If he gets his kill cleanly, Device doesn't have much behind him.
Oh,
He's missed a shot. The first miss, I think, of the series for Device.
yeah, so the easiest shot, but I think he shot him right between his heels, so somehow didn't really work out. Snappy and Sunpass moving forward ever so slowly. I like this. Not quite maybe a lobby crunch yet. You kind of need somebody else to push in, maybe from Hut as well, but at least moving forward and trying to see if they can get into a good position here. 14-12. My God, they need a miracle right now, and they need an all-text type round where somebody's just going to get deagle shots all left and right, but it doesn't really seem like it's going to be possible at the moment.
I don't know, Anders. Something about this round, it's given me a weird feeling. Like, I don't know, something about it. I think Diha might be able to find Glaive here, and there won't be a chance to deny him the AK-47. So they've spotted, there it is. Diha will get that first kill.
Give me the lottery numbers, Henry.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. If he gets another one here, they're in a lot of hot water. Madden will start to chime in as well. They've actually got the man advantage. Here comes that Altex sort of round, and there it is. They managed to pull it off. They avert the crisis, and there will be another chance here. They needed that win, and they get it.
Henry the Prophet has shown up. That's this is eerie feeling, Henry. I like it. You were right. You saw it coming 5 seconds earlier. It's pretty good. It's good job. Madden here at the end with the C-Set 75. This is just excellent work. Rare sighting of the pistol, but you love to see it. 13-14. Truth be told, that could be a round that Astralis again. I like the timeout. I mean, you should definitely take a timeout after a round like that. But you could be looking back at a round and saying that was our chances of Nuke that just slipped away.
Yeah, definitely. If they end up going to a third, that will be the reason why. And it's just as soon as you slow things right down, you can see they lost their mojo a little bit. As soon as Device didn't hit that first shot towards Secret, they put the brakes on. They were hoping for a reaction. They got nothing. Time was running low. And now flashing towards Heaven, Diha was just ready for it. I spotted his position. That's why I said he was going to win it, because they're flashing in. He wasn't going to get flashed. He was waiting for that sort of play to come through. Dodges the flash, gets the kill, finds the AK, and it takes so much aggro away from his teammates. They start pouncing with those CZs, and it all falls apart. So, excellent work from ENCE. That was the only way they were going to pull that one off. They shouldn't be winning that round, but they get given the lifeline. So round number 28, Device playing towards main. Probably his best performance of the year in this series. Amazing contribution so far. Wants that 2-0. Doesn't want to be taking this to a third, considering how hard they played on this T side. But for now, a nice strong buy. Can't say the same. If ENCE were to give this round up, that might be broken again. So this might be the entirety of the series in round number 28. We'll have a look. Set piece grenades. I don't think they'll be connecting.
No. Not enough anyway. Not what you wanted. One of them even bounced the other direction, but the idea really is to kill someone in that position, which you can do. Oh, some pairs outside are going to be taking out Buzz. 4 versus 5. And a good start here for ENCE, looking to get back on track and put this map behind them. And play on Mirage, deciding map if we get there. Glaive. Not quite in ramp yet. They're starting to get there. Device taking up some position. Vortex outside, so it looks like it's going to be a pincer towards the B side of the map. They're down to 38 seconds now. They're really running out of time, and I think ENCE, they're reading it well at the moment. They got 2 people down already. A third that could rotate down the vent very soon. 27 seconds. Smokes and flashes and Molotovs going down, and you're right, here we go.
So it's going to be Snappy, who's been so strong down towards this lower area, continues the strong form, and he gets 2 big kills. That should be enough here. 13 seconds. They'll have to save, especially that AWP as well. Altex, what are you up to? Trying to remove some of the ENCE cash if possible. He'll give in, and that's an incredibly strong hold. Once again, they try and get it towards ramp. They feel like they can take on Snappy, but he's top fragging right now. He finds multiple frags there pretty much every time. He's got 3 in that round.
Yeah, it's a luxury to have him down in that position. Just feels really comfortable. They did throw a lot of grenades, but they all kind of land behind him, and even the Molotov there doesn't really do that much. It would have been different if he was hiding in that little dark corner, but because he isn't, he's just able to fight around it instead. 14-14. We're all tied up once again. Tactical timeout used. The last one here for Astralis to try and put it all together, sort of sum up all the rounds and say what has actually been working on this T side, apart from Device wrecking people in the yard. What else has been working?
Yeah, this is where Glaive and the coach really will be tested. Fortunately, do have that last timeout, but ENCE looking much more comfortable. They know after winning that round with just the pistols, they're the ones in the driving seat now. The resources are low. 2 rounds in a row against Astralis. They are on the ropes here.
Tell me, Henry, are we going to overtime?
I don't think so. I think ENCE win this now. I think we're done. Okay. I feel like if this one will be going in their favor pretty comprehensively, and then that will be out. That's my initial gut feeling, but time will tell. I don't think overtime's on the card today. It's not one of those days.
Gut feeling's been pretty good so far.
We'll see.
Today, you've been on point with it. gonna have to start calling you Henry P. And the P is not what you think. It's Prophet. Henry the Prophet. Nuts. Getting the kill on Blame F early. Oh my god, it's madness. But Madden, he did a full 360. He still got the kill. And this is absolutely falling apart here. Device on his own. 1 versus 5. And with the bomb lost inside of the bomb site, there is nothing that even he could do. 29 kills, but somehow it's still not enough for them. It's going to be ENCE getting to 15 right before Astralis do 1 round here to try and close it in regulation.
Which they should do. Astralis averaging $3,000 per player. And yeah, just one of those set piece plays in the previous round, hoping that their execution towards up would be enough, but they were completely wrecked. Didn't even really get going on it. Taken down 1 by 1. Some Pious showing that all prowess. And yeah, Deagles, 3 rifles, bare bones utility. We'll get into it. Final round here. As we'll see, ENCE with a massive advantage. 3 AKs, an AWP should be guaranteeing success here.
Some of the early kills in the last couple of rounds have gone the way of ENCE, and starting around 4 versus 5. I mean, for Astralis, especially with the weapons that they have right now, they can't afford it. They have to find a way to get one of these entries. Not a bad bet to send Device out of the yar with an AK. I mean, he is going to be potentially running into the orb of Sun Pious out there, so that's a bit unfortunate. But with a smoke wall, maybe you just go down instead. 1 minute and 10 seconds. And Madden's already relocating. He's already saying, all right, that smoke wall, I'm pretty sure someone's going to be making their way down. Is that going to be a gap?
I feel like there's something there. Maybe... Oh, no, apparently not. So, some Pious will allow 3 members down. There's still 2 towards lobby. Madden, heads up position. As long as he gets 1, all is well. Gets nothing. Hello. That's an upgraded rifle now.
They were setting up for a boost to look deep ramp instead, and now they're going to move real quick. Device with the headshot on. Snappy, that was his 30th kill right there. And this might actually go into overtime. Smoke goes up on the one side. Nerds on all text, trying to hold on to it. Trying to win this one in regulation instead. No bomb plant happening just yet, but Device, look at this position. They don't even need him. Glaive gets the headshot on Diha. Is he going to be aware? I've said he's a very smart player, but how do you expect someone to be inside of the smoke? It's going to fade in a couple of seconds, and Device is ready to rock them. Big spray down, a big triple, and it's overtime, Henry.
Well, there it is. Astralis doing enough that it all came down to that lower interaction with Madden. If he gets 1-unders, they buy themselves an extra 5 seconds. It slows down the push. And there it is. That was it. Buzz with the Galil. It upgrades the Desert Eagle to a rifle. And then at that point, they just had to go through the motions there. The orb could find no access towards the bomb site. Device with a beautiful play there, sitting in the smoke. And he finds both kills towards the end. We reset it all. 12.5k start money. And Blame F with a fast push in towards the ramp room. Smoked off. And it all comes to a bit of a standstill, so no rushing here. Snappy will be watching on this. Some Pious finds that first kill. That's from the hut as well. Great. Ambitious push.
Oh no!
But he goes down.
You could tell he just wanted to dive down the vent. He wanted to relocate and say, you know what, I'm going to be down there ready. Just a random accident. Look at this move. He's walked so far around. Yeah, this is what makes him such an annoying player.
So, this is massive. Sure, he hasn't found loads of kills, but there's 1 minute left on the clock here, Anders, and he's behind enemy lines. They have 0 information. They know that there's a gap, so there's a potential chance of this, but this is such a classic Blame play. Let him cook at this stage, see what he can rustle up in the kitchen as he holds towards CT spawn.
Still a way for this to go badly if Madden isn't found when they actually get there. Diha's going to be running back to check, but footsteps are being heard, and Diha's lucky to be alive. But now the jig is up. They know what's coming. 40 seconds. Molotov up on the high ground, and Diha's going to be calling it in. Snappy will get Glaive. They waited a long time for that play to be made, and they didn't really get the kill that they needed. Buzz, good on the return, and he's going to be the play. Oh, it's Device. Yeah, look at this play. No one's down here. It's going to be just a solo plant coming through on Device.
Oh, this is big brain. This is massive from Device. Like, he got all the information, and now he's got the orb kill as well. Oh, they're pulling it off. And it's all about that vent dive. They were stuck. They were in an awkward position. And then Dever, we'll call him that for now, the way he's playing tonight, he gets the third kill as well. It's all about that play. That's all the round was depending on.
Yes.
If he can find a way to get that bomb planted and use the information they've garnered on the map so far, they win the round. Oh, that is beautiful. That is not even down to the fragging there. Obviously, he hit some great shots afterwards, but he just saves the day with that one maneuver. Really great stuff.
He absolutely does. Because you can tell how stuck they were. They just didn't know how to coordinate anything. And he just decides, you know what? I'm going to be able to do this. Absolutely crazy.
Really nice.
The fact that he gets the shots to follow it up is even better. But, I mean, even just the bomb plant enough was probably round winning at the moment. 16-15. And, oh, Diha with the spray. It could have been a double. It should have been a double. But somehow he gets traded.
And the fact he didn't do that much damage to the second, that's actually an advantage Astralis. You're going to be spread out quite thin, and a difficult shot, as you can see. Sampires, he even took his time, couldn't quite connect, and now he's in trouble. He's stuck in CT spawn now, deep by the forklift as well. Buzz seems to be aware of it. Blame, oh my goodness, dodges the bullets of Snappy as well. So the 4-4, as mentioned, favors Astralis. We've got 2 players down towards Secret. Knowing Sampires, he's stuck in spawn. They've removed him. Nullified his efforts. There needs to be a trade here for Altex. He'll find it. They know one's in spawn already, Anders. They've got him tucked in there. So Buzz has to patrol that area. It's down to Madden to try and find a kill and response. It's the only way they can win this round.
They know at least where he typically plays, right? So they should be slightly aware. Playmef kind of checking behind him now. Yeah, it's a good idea. 50 seconds on the clock, and they're frozen Astralis. They don't want to move too much around. They're waiting to see if ENCE is going to make a big mistake. And Sampires is still up there. He can't move out of CT spawn.
Yeah, it's wild.
Oh, no.
So they know exactly where he is, and he has to move eventually. He has to take a risk. And no, Buzz, you missed a shot. That's a sitter as well. He's missed an absolute sitter. And Sampires has got them back in the round here. All bets are off. 20 seconds remaining. And now Sampires, 20 HP. And no upper presence, to be fair. The bomb should be going down.
They're going to be able to plant the bomb. And with a smoke up there as well, and a Molotov in the back of Voltek's pocket, there might still be a good chance of this. Low on health, but he finds Blame. He's come out of CT spawn hungry for more kills. Voltex now, is he going to be ready for it? He almost walked into the shot right then and there. They're going to be jumping on him. Up out of the vent. He runs out of bullets. No. How did he not get the reload? Glocks out instead. He gets one, and he has to burst fire him down. Madden, he might die still, but no, the USP will prevail, and Astralis, they give one back.
It's ugly in the end. Wasn't managing the ammo reserves there, Altex. Could have reloaded him many times, but only had, what, like 8 bullets left in the clip, and it all falls apart. That was their round all day long. There's no way ENCE should have won that round. Buzz will be kicking himself. He sits there for a minute, locking him in, and then I'm not sure if he just was looking at the radar. There's no way he should have been missing this kill here. He had so many opportunities. A nice shot from Sampires, don't get me wrong, but no way he should survive, and he's the one, of course, that goes on to cause absolute carnage. Oh no, that's an absolute gut punch for the Danes. Final round here, the first half of overtime. They should be 2-0 up.
Yes, they really should be. And again, that might come back to haunt them. Device sneaking on in, and actually not even sneaking. He was just out there. Diha wanted to throw the grenade, and I guess he did. He did 14 damage to Buzz, and that cost him his life. Not really worth it. 4 on 5 to begin with here. And now they're going to be pushing in. Oh, the timing is sick for it. Nerds, he's good for the 1 kill there. It actually keeps it going. Well played on the double. That's shutting it down. Triple on Nerds. I thought they had the timing on that one. It looked like they were lost, but not at all. Good job. ENCE winning 2 out of 3 rounds in the first half of overtime. And now they need to come back and win 2 more here in the second half, and they can still get to Mirage.
There it is. Absolute throw of a round from Astralis has led them to a 2-1 deficit. They should be 2-1 up. They know it. We switch things over. 1 round is fine, though. 1 round is all you need. But now let's put the pressure on them. Yeah, on the CT side. See how clean they can keep it. Sampires really has arrived here. First map, he was pretty quiet on Overpass, to be honest with you. Anything but here. Loud and proud. As Snappy.
Oh my god.
Making a lot of noise. I think he's got him. Oh, not quite, but he's done damage. Blame F trying to reposition as they get down towards Secret. Altex, he's here to defend. Needs at least 1. Gets it, finds the bomb. Should be enough here. Brilliant play. The incendiary goes down. Sampires, he'll find him. They're still alive in this round for now. 9 HP and 0 on Nerd. So he'll recover the bomb, but it would take something ungodly for him to even imagine he can get close to winning this round.
Yeah, and I mean, walking through the smoke like that, it is an attempt to try and get yourself rolling a little bit. I think Oltex knew that he dinked him as well, so they must have realized that he was low at the start of it there. A lot of it probably decided by that fight outside between Snappy and Blamef, and it looked like, to me as well, it got kind of close to him maybe winning it, but didn't in the end. Oltex down below, though. Expert play. And I love the fact that after he got the 2 kills, there was a Molotov thrown from a teammate in front of him, just absolutely slowing it down. Even if he dies there, they can't really do anything with it.
Okay, recovering. One more to guarantee double overtime, I should say, for Astralis. Pretty clean first round. Managed to get the opening pick, funneled him down towards Secret. And then Altex stepped up. He's had a pretty quiet Nuke. Those massive contributions, though. So...
I mean, ENCE, the T side is where we had a lot of concerns, and it was alleviated a little bit when Astralis ran out of money, but it's overtime, Henry. They're going to have the money.
True.
Device has 37 kills. It's actually so disturbing. He's completely mad. And look at his push-up here. They've cleared out the lobby. There's nobody here. They know. And they can start to slowly rotate down to catch them.
Good point. Buzz is here. He needs a bit of backup, and here it is. The cavalry has arrived. Glaive, the captain. Oh, and Altex is pushed, though. All right, so they still know they're going down towards Secret. Glaive, waiting for the waiting for the aggro to be taken. He'll get a lot more than he bargained for. This round's over. 4 versus 2, no lower control. And Device is alive. He's towards the ramp. He'd have to hit some stunning shots. But speaking of which, Nerds will find the first. And that's surely a grenade deployed, and he'll be falling off. So there it is. ENCE. Even after being caught out, it was the push towards the lobby. They find that first kill, and then they sabotage the efforts of that crossfire.
Yeah, to be honest as well, the crossfire, right, between Buzz and Glaive, if Buzz doesn't just get immediately slaughtered with that 1-bullet headshot, then Glaive has time to sort of swing, and they can actually deploy the crossfire, but it's cancelled so expertly by Snappy. He only got 1 kill in the round, but that's a really, really strong kill, so well done, Device. Even if he loses the AWP, they're going to be fine. They can rebuy it. But, yeah, he's flexing on them because why not? Looking to get 40 kills. We are in overtime, but even then, it's pretty disturbing. I don't even know what to say. It's a real experience watching Device play tonight.
Really is. So, there it is. Map point. Found friends. Pressure on Astralis now. They need this last round to take us to double overtime if they want to book in a 2-0. We will see the AWP of Sampire still. Same story for Device, as you mentioned. And not an upper rush. That's good news for ENCE. No rush at all.
True. We did enjoy those in regulation. When they slowed it down, they did play a lot better. They had some really good rounds where they were a little bit slower, so maybe we can see some more of that.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, for ENCE's sake. Nerds is on 27, Sampay's at 27, and 26 on Snappy. They have an insane trio. Madden's not that far behind on 23. I mean, this is a whole team effort coming out from ENCE. They couldn't finish it in regulation. They had 1 chance to, and they fell just 1 round short. But now they're here again, trying to prevent double OT for Astralis. Oh, and that's a good start. Sunpire's Blamef goes down. And Diha's taken... Oh, did he see it? I don't think Device saw, but he definitely saw it.
Yep, so Diha's pretty much got a guaranteed kill here. He'll just go to the right-hand side of the box and take him down. Device will have no idea this is coming.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, well played. And that should be it, ladies and gentlemen. Unless there's an amazing upper hold here. Altex will find 1 back. Down, but not out.
But it has to be more than that. It had to be the double. I'm not sure this is going to be enough. Oh, maybe a chance for Buzz. He's done a great job. Oh, it's a 1 versus 1. Voltex is already there, but Sunfires will take him down. A triple. What a great flick at the end. And we are going to go to a 3rd map on Mirage. That is not bad at all. Well